Welcome to the Rich Stylist Podcast. I'm Ashley Diana, business coach for hair extension pros and founder of Rich Stylist Academy. I'll be your guide as you begin to attract your dream clients, create amazing extension transformations, and have your bank account overflowing with cash. Let's go. Welcome to Rich Stylist. Today I am speaking with Michele Renna. She's a hairstylist of 35 years, a salon and boutique owner in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She's a Swarzkopf educator and is now officially launching her luxury hair extension business. I am so excited to chat with Michele. She's one of my favorite people and one of my favorite stylists literally in the whole world. You're going to love her too. Now, Michele is a stylist who goes all in on anything she sets her mind to. The definition of Michele, I would say, is go big or go home, and I love it. Now, hair extensions are now in the spotlight for Michele, and she has rolled out an exceptional business plan, and the client experience she has created is perfection. Her attention to detail is next to none. Now, often we have limiting beliefs about ourselves and limited beliefs on what we're able to accomplish and achieve in our lifetime. Have you ever said anything like, well, I'm just too young. Maybe I'm too young to charge that. Or I'm too old to do that. Or that kind of thing just isn't for people like me. Have you ever said anything like, well, I'm not good at learning new things. Learning's hard for me. I don't know if I can do it. Those are all limiting beliefs. We've all said them before. And I will tell you this, all of it's a lie. Limiting beliefs are lies that you keep telling yourself. And it's a block that's holding you back from all the things that you actually could have and achieve. The reason that I'm sharing this in relationship to Michele is because Michele is someone who does not let limiting beliefs hold her back. She is the definition of age is just a number. She isn't afraid, even at 35 years into her business, and she's been very successful. She's not afraid to reinvent herself, reinvent her services, learn a completely new craft, reinvent her pricing, and of course, her client experience. Michele understands this, that the way to ultimate freedom via your time and money is through luxury hair extensions. Like I said, Michele has been super successful. She is super successful. She's done all the things. She's been fully booked. She's traveled as an educator. She's owned her salon. Like I said, she owns her boutique now. But now at this point in her career, she knew she wanted a change. She knew she wanted to niche down and not work with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clients a day. Now that fueled her at one time. And like I said, she's a rockin' stylist. She's done amazing. But now she wants to give her attention to fewer clients with ultra high-end luxury hair extensions. So creating freedom through hair extensions is what's possible here. We often say we want more money, but what we really want is more time and more choices in that time. Higher quality choices for ourselves, our family, our lives. You can offer different services, charge more for your time. And what does that do? Well, it ultimately helps you make more money, of course, in less amount of time. But what that does is it opens up your time so that you can live the life and do the things and experience everything that you really want. Hair extensions give you limitless opportunity to create the business and have the lifestyle that you desire. Michele and I are going to talk all about this and her story now. Welcome, Michele. I'm so happy you're on the podcast today. You're one of my favorite people in the whole world. We've become so close over the past year being in Rich Stylist, and I just adore you, and I'm grateful that you're here. One of the things that I find so inspiring about you is your mindset. You have an incredible growth mindset and definitely a go all in kind of attitude. And I love it. Would you agree that it's so important to have that kind of mindset like with your business? I see it in your life and your business, and I just love it. Has that been something you've always had, or is it something you've had to work on to grow?
I live in between the extremes. It's either all in or not in. So it's either a penny or a pound. And you have helped me to focus on my business where I can put the pound in. And that's how I live my life now. So, yeah.
You've done that. You do it with your business, your salon space. You have the most, guys listening, Michele has the most beautiful salon space. It is the most perfect place for private, elite, high-end services, especially extensions. It is amazing. So tell us about your space a little bit and how it came about and how you keep evolving it, and it's so awesome.
Before I started with your programs, because I've been in 2 of your programs now, I didn't know where to start. And I've been in the business. I've been in the industry a long time. I've been in the business for a little bit less than that. But
how long have you been in the industry exactly? Across the board. I'm ready.
45 years.
Yes, that is amazing. So much knowledge to share. It's just amazing. We'll get into some of that, but that is amazing. Congratulations. Like,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know,
Feel?
For the longest time, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up. Yeah. And so I just did hair. I just did hair and reaching out to different areas, avenues. I went to a community college, took a bunch of classes, thought I'd get into real estate. That was like 30 years ago. Thought I'd get into real estate appraisal, legal, the legal field as a paralegal. And when I woke up and I realized that this is what I've been doing, everything I've wanted to do the whole time. When I grew up, and I think I grew up when I was 50, when the light went on and said, holy cow, you're doing it. This is what you've been doing. This is your passion. This is your love.
What got you into the hair industry initially?
Well, it was, my first boyfriend's mom had said that her hair salon, now remember, this is back in the 70s, her hair salon lost their assistant. Well, their assistant was a grunt. So that was my first job when I was 14. I started sweeping floors and emptying ashtrays. That's back in the day that everybody smoked in the salon. And I've been in the industry ever since. I worked there for 8 years, every Saturday, every Sunday, and Wednesday afternoon. And I just loved it. So, yeah.
Being in the industry 45 years, and you continue to have so much energy, so much passion, so much inspiration. I noticed that you surround yourself, it seems to be, with inspiration, with people that I imagine inspire you to grow. But let's talk about that a little bit, because I just think that's so key to you and how you've been able to grow and develop this business. What makes you continue to grow and go, as I say, you have a go all in kind of attitude? Like, where does that come from? Like, being in the industry 45 years, a lot of stylists will do 10 years and they're like, I'm burnt out, I've lost my passion. Like, how do you keep the spark going?
There is a really fine line, especially in this industry. I don't know if I'm a Swarzkopf educator. I've been an educator for 10 years with them. And I go into the classes and I can see, just look in the eyes of those individuals, all of my attendees, and know who is teachable and who is not. There is an extremely fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Yes.
If you are confident, you're still teachable. I'm confident. I'm confident in the fact that I don't know this. And I can be honest and say, you know what? I don't know this. Can you explain this to me? Just like there are 2 different hairstylists. There's the hairstylists that will say, oh yeah, I got this. We'll take care of you. And they have no idea what they're doing. And they bring that client in and they do a specific technique on a balayage and bomb. And then you have that confident stylist that the client comes in and says, this is what I want. And you look at that and you say, I think I can do that, but I'm not so sure. Let me check this out and I'll get back to you. Mm-hmm. That is a teachable individual. Be confident in the fact that you don't know anything. Well, my undergraduate is adult education. So yeah, being confident in the fact of what you know, and what you don't know, you need to learn.
It's interesting. There's I don't know if it's a quote, but there's a saying that I heard from a mentor, and it went something like, it was about confidence. And it was saying people need just the right amount of confidence, because if you have too little confidence, you don't think you can do anything.
Exactly.
And then if you have too much confidence, you think you know everything. Do you feel like that's something that you hold true within yourself. I see that in you. But after 45 years, you're just like, yes, more, let's do it. I want to learn. It's so inspiring.
I do have that in me. I have issues now. This is with myself. I have issues with putting master colorist, master stylist, master cutter, because you put it in your mind that you're a master of something, then there's no more room to learn, no more room to grow. And now I earned I took a year program with Swarzkopf Professional for our colors. And so I got a degree that it would be considered a PhD in color. But I don't know everything. There are still things when clients come in and I need to match those extensions with their hair. Sometimes I don't nail it. It's because I don't know everything. So yeah, you got to keep learning, got to keep your passion up. And how you do that is through education.
You are always fueling yourself and your mind with new techniques. And I love, I'll receive messages from you. You're like, look what I'm working on now. Look at my space. Look what I've done. And I'm like, yeah, girl, do it. Go, go, go. I'm like your cheerleader. I'm like, you got this. It's amazing. Okay, Michele, let's switch gears for a second here. Why was now the best time for you to put your energy into the luxury hair extension side of your business?
Okay, so in 2018, I went to New York and I got certified in Great Lakes. And I didn't know the opportunity I had with those specific extensions. And I kind of sat on it for a couple of years, and I had no idea. I had no idea how to begin to market this. Had no idea. And this is how I met you, actually. I followed you on Facebook and I followed you on Instagram for about a year and a half. So, and I said, okay, well, I don't know if I could do what she does. She's 30 years younger than I am, but I want to learn how she did what she did so that I can apply it to my business. And one of the things, the very first thing that you had asked was, who is your client? Identify who your client is. And I had no idea what client that I was going for, what client I was looking for. And I took a good look at my base, and I said, most of my clients are what I call my spice girls. And so they're every woman goes through their seasons. So you have your 20s and 30s, you have your 40s and 50s, you have your 60s and 70s. Well, my clients range from 40 to 70 years old. Some of them are downright spicy, and they want the violet and they want the blue hair, and others. And then I have clients that are in their 40s, extremely conservative. But as we get older, things start happening to our bodies, and things start happening to especially our skin and our hair. And I took a good look at my clientele that have been with me for 20 years, that had a full head of hair, and now they've got skinny hair. And I said, I can start with my clients of adding a little bit of volume here and there where they need it, the receding hairline, a little bit of the length, all of that. So that's when I identified who my clientele was. They are individuals, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And believe it or not, ladies, those are the women that have the money.
It's very true. It is very true. I mean, I love the long, luscious, thick hair that, we see that's very trending on Instagram. But like you said, let's be honest, the money is with the women who need to fix something. Yes. And they've lost something that, want to have that kind of their hair rejuvenated.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's where your cash lies. And you were very good at pointing that out. So the Spice Girls, tell me about that, because I know you have a very we don't have to go through all of them today, but I know you have, I call them Michele-isms. I'm like, Michele has just the best one-liners and just sayings about your clients and your business. It's just really cool. You have a really great why statement that you read to me previously. And would you share that with us?
Sure. I've got to read it because, I'm a Spice Girl too. So my why: I believe women of all ages live their look through spice and flavor. Some days were super sweet. Other days were a bit salty. Well, we know about that. And some days were downright spicy and too hot to handle. What I'm saying is there's no age limit to how spicy you choose to be. Let me help season your life.
It's so good, Michele. I'm obsessed with it.
My clients, they understand that. The guests that come in, the new guests, I can't make you look 30 years younger. I can't, although sometimes you do, but I can't promise that. But I can promise that you will look the best you are at the time you are right now.
And that's what it's all about. Absolutely. Speaking of that, since being a part of Rich Styles Academy, do you have like a best client story? Maybe it was funny or emotional or a wow moment with a client. Maybe it's with extensions or.
Actually, I do. And I was thinking about that the other day. And this is actually a very young client. She's 23 years old. Okay. And a shout out to the connections that we make through Rich Style Academy. Rich Style. Okay, shout outs. Yes. I think her name is Vicini.
Yes, Danielle.
Danielle. Okay, so Danielle referred a client to me in New Mexico. She was going to fly out to, I think, Florida. That's where Danielle is. Yes. And to get her hair extensions done. And Danielle referred her to me, and I got in touch with her through Instagram. So this young woman came to me for a consultation, and she had a full head of extensions in. Now we're talking 20-inch, 9 or 10 bundles. They were in for about 4 months, and they look fabulous. And whoever she went to did a great job. She was unhappy. She was very unhappy. She was unhappy about the treatment.
The way she was treated, or the hair?
The way she was treated, the conversations that the stylists were having within their salon about each other. She was there for over 10 hours. They didn't offer anything to drink. They didn't offer a break, didn't offer a snack, anything. She came in, and because took your advice, she came in for a proper consultation. She was offered something to drink. She had her own appointment with me for 45 minutes to take a look at them. And I told her, I said, your hair looks great. It looks wonderful. You could probably go another 3 months. And so she was about 2 months in. She called me back. She said, Michele, can you give me an estimate on my extensions? So I did. And I go by the suggested price of Great Lengths. And I gave her that estimate. And she said, wow, that's twice as much as what the other place charged. I said, really? Well, they charged $1,800 for almost 10 bundles. So I don't charge that. No. And so she said, I want to come to you. I said, well, they did a really good job, because she was 22 years old. Sure. They did a really, really good job on you. She said, no, I want to come to you, and I don't mind paying twice as much.
There you go.
And she had an appointment. It was all day. We had breakfast, we had lunch. She had whatever she wanted. I even got her a hand massage. So
yeah, I love it.
I wouldn't have known to do all of those extras to nail that client. So yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. That is so amazing. I mean, you did it. You did that for her. It's incredible. I mean, thank you so much for sharing that. What a great story.
It goes back to what you said. Never it's not fair to your client to prejudge them of what they can and can't afford. Mm-hmm. And she insisted in several times. I don't know why. I was saying, they did a wonderful job. And she said, Michele, they just treated me terribly. I want to come here. I feel comfortable here. I really, and she drives 5 hours.
The right people want to go to the stylist for them. Price isn't always what matters. And I tell stylists that all the time when they first come into Rich Stylist. People are often very nervous to raise their prices and to take that next step. What if people, what if I'm more expensive? I'm like, that's the point. Yeah. You actually do want to be, because you're not just raising your prices and then you're going to offer a crappy service. You're not even going to offer the same service. You're going to raise the price, raise the experience, make it special, and do something that no one else can do. Everybody can do a little something that no one else can. Number one, because each stylist, is an individual. No one can make a client feel exactly the same way you did because they're not you. So there's always something special that you can offer the client. And it's just a perfect example of, especially high-end clientele, they just want to feel good and they want to be treated like a high-end person. They don't want to go. They would live, like you said, they paid double to be able to feel good. It wasn't just about the end result. It wasn't just about, oh, I have this great hair in, because it was torturous. Her sitting in that chair is absolutely terrible. It's shameful that that even happened. But thank goodness she found you to be able to treat her the way she needed to be treated.
And thank you, Danielle. Networking and contacts, and yeah.
It's kind of hard to put into words because I mean, I can say it all day long, but someone has to experience it. But the community inside Rich Stylist, I mean, again, sort of tooting my own horn, but it's not me, it's you guys. Like you are incredible to each other, always lifting each other up, always helping each other. So it is the most incredible community that I've ever been a part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Yes.
In Portland, love her.
Yes,
I've reached out to her several times with some questions, and
yes.
she gets right back to me. So put it, if you're not following her, follow her.
Speaking of having this like ultimate luxury experience, your space, people will have to go on Instagram to see your beautiful space, but like tell us a couple of the things that are just epic and true to you in your space. They're just like no other. I mean, there's so many, but what's a couple that are just the ultimate?
I have a boutique. And so it's Serengeti Hair Studio and Boutique. And so half the salon, as you can probably see some of the things behind me,
so pretty.
half the salon is dedicated to jewelry and scarves and jackets and tops. And I have some shoes and little booties out there, belts and all that. So the boutique is not open unless I'm here, and I work by appointment only. So my clients come in probably 20, 30 minutes before their appointment, and they shop in my boutique. Then they get their hair done.
What a great additional stream of income for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going here today. I'm going here tomorrow, and they get to shop in the boutique. I absolutely love that. And my clients love that.
Yes.
I also upgraded to a shampoo bowl. A shampoo bowl that is a recliner. It's got memory foam. It's got massage, all of that. So,
oh my goodness,
we just installed that a couple of weeks ago, and it's just amazing.
Are your clients obsessed with it?
Absolutely. They're like, I can't. I never want to get out of this.
Now that's incredible, because even
I just rub my head for like 3 hours. Yeah, no.
Well, because even comfortable shampoo chairs and bowls, you're still like, well, that was comfortable, but I'm ready to get out of here. My neck is still a little uncomfortable. But so that says a lot.
I have an assistant that actually works the boutique, and I'm training her to assist me, not with, the clients themselves, but handing me the tools and getting things together for me now. My favorite thing that is in the salon part of my studio is I now have 2 stations. I have one that I do color and cuts, and I have another one that I do extensions in and consultations, because the lighting is fabulous. I found that when I'm doing the strands, the great lengths, that it takes the whole area.
You got to have some space.
So now it's nice that I have another space that's behind a wall that has the lighting, and then all the extension, all of that is in that area.
Beautiful. You have an epic space. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to come visit you. I'm hoping I can this summer. I want to see it in person.
You let me know.
What's the most valuable part of Rich Stylist Academy for you?
Would have to say that you have it organized in when you should start, what you should do from day 1, day 2, day 3, so that you can grow into it. If you look at the Rich Style Academy at a whole, it's an awful lot to get from point A to point B. And I had no idea how to do that. So I think if you remember when I got in touch with you, I said, I'm going to do something I've never done before in my life. I am going to listen and do everything you tell me to do.
You did say that verbatim.
I did. So I think is the biggest thing. And then I can go back and say, I'm lacking in this area. What's going on? I could go back and into the modules. We call them modules still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Into the modules and say, oh, that's where I slept. So yeah.
You've been so detail oriented with everything. And I love that. You've been very strategic, very detail oriented. You have done things to completion, which is a big key. Not rushing through it, which is also key. It is you're building something big and something epic, and you're well on your way, but you're doing it the right way, and it takes time, and you're going back and checking yourself.
Being all in for me, it is making sure that the entire environment, it's all complete before I'm able to put it on that platter and say, this is what I have for you. So I am this close, absolutely this close.
Yes, maybe a few little things, but and that's only just for you. Like I look at it and I'm like, okay, let's go. You're there. But but I know you have a couple little extra little
ADHD and OCD they have to align together. So
you're like, I gotta have that meet up, and then it's blast off time.
And then when I complete a task that is either a personal task for the salon or a personal task or part of what you're telling me to do, I hit my little button.
Do it.
That was easy.
Did you get it?
That was easy.
That is so funny.
It was, once you get it, once you start doing something that is going to benefit you, your business, your clients, and you get it done, and you look back and you say, you know what? I thought that was going to kill me, but no, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
I love that. So if you're listening, if you're not seeing the visual, but listening on the podcast, that is a little red button. Is it Staples?
It's Staples. It's Staples, a button that you can get on Amazon for about $6.
That was easy.
That is so, and you just sit there, you can just hit it and go, yep, done, did it. That was easy. I like that.
So my first podcast, my first Zoom, when we shut off, I'm just going to hit that button and say, that was easy.
Boom, done. Love it. Okay. What has been your highest ticket or your highest day / service since being a part of Rich Stylist Academy?
So that would be my 12 bundle client that took me actually 2 days.
Yeah.
And I gauge by their energy what they want to do. She came in from Arizona, and that was with the tip, $5,500.
Awesome. How did that feel?
Oh, it felt wonderful.
Yeah.
It felt great that I was able to go home and sleep, and she went to the hotel and she slept. She came back. We were both fresh and ready to go again. Because by the time you're at that last part,
Yeah, you're like, woo, I'm starting to see one bond. I'm starting to see 3 of them.
Exactly. And that woman was 62 years old. So there is no age limit for fabulous hair.
That needs to be like up on a wall somewhere. No age limit to fabulous hair. Okay, last question. What would you share with a stylist who was interested in Rich Stylist Academy, but was just unsure about taking the next step?
Well, you have to look at, is it we always do things based on fear, pleasure, or pain. Okay, is it the money? Because if you do sign up for Rich Style Academy, it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to do the work. You can't just sit there and say, okay, signed on for this, and this is, I'm going to make $1 million. You're not. If you do the work, if you do what you say or with what Ashley tells you to do, your business will grow. You will grow exponentially. Okay. Just make sure that you're still teachable. Be confident in what you know. Because what you know, you already know. You want to grow, you need to learn new avenues. You need to learn new tricks, new trades, all of it. So Ashley will help you with that. But be prepared to work. You need to work. Nothing's going to be handed to you.
Thank you for sharing that. I think what you shared was so important because there are people in the world that say, well, I bought something, why didn't it work out for me? Or I got this hair extension certification with a company, why don't I have clients? That's just how it goes. You have to invest. It can be a little bit scary. It's actually natural, investing in yourself. You want it to be a little scary because if it's not scary, here's the thing. If you're not like nervous, excited, and I always say that, if you're nervous, excited about not only just a financial investment, but any sort of next step that you're taking, you're not going to put all into it because you're going to be like, that's kind of easy. I can do that later. I kind of already know everything. I'm just kind of not feeling it right now. You have to kind of have the level of investment, emotionally, financially, whatever it may be, to kind of kick you into high gear. To say, okay, I need to put my money where my mouth is now. I need to show up and do the work. So
I need to show up and do the work. Yeah, exactly. And now, I always say, if I'm nervous about something, it means that there is some sort of, it's of something of consequence. Or if I don't do it, what's going to happen? If I do it, what's going to happen? We know, as stylists, as people, we know that if we continue on the track that we're on, we know what the outcome is going to be a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. But if we choose to do something different, we don't know what the outcome is going to be. If you choose to sign up for a Rich Style Academy, if you do the work, the outcome is going to be amazing. You just need to be confident enough, not arrogant, say, gee, I've done that already, or, I got this, confident enough to say, I know what I'm doing right now. And I know where this is going to take me. I don't know where that's going to take me. Get past the fear and just do it.
Thank you, Michele. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Go for it and say, that was easy.
That was easy.
Yes, love that. Thank you so much for being here today, Michele. All of the information are below in the show notes, so you can find Michele, find her beautiful salon, find all the things. And again, I appreciate your time, Michele. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. I miss you.
I miss you too. We'll have to chat very soon. Would you like to be the highest paid hair extensionist in your city? 86% of stylists make $3,000 to $5,000 per month. But as an extensionist, you can make that kind of money in one single day. If you're already certified by one of the top companies and you want to make the most money possible with that certification, then I'd love to invite you to discover Rich Stylist Academy. This is an elite mentorship where I give you the secrets to attracting the best clients, doing the best transformations, and making the most money. Stylists in this mentorship commonly have 3K days, $10,000 months, and 6-figure years. Space is very limited as we only accept 10 stylists per month to this mentorship. Click the link and fill out the quick free application and see if it's a fit for you.